Hello YouTube, this is an alcohol review of Sexton. There we go. In the unusual bottle with the skeleton and top hat on top, obviously the logo of the company. This is an Irish whiskey distilled in copper pots according to the label, single malt. Now, I honestly thought a sextant was a navigational instrument for ship fares, but according to the label, they imply that a sextant is the guy who actually drives the coach that carries your body to the grave. So, who am I to argue? Cork, though it's a recycled cork. Piece here. Put that back. My luck, it'll fall over and spill all over the place. Alrighty, here we go. It is a beautiful caramel color with an ever so slight hint of red. The nose is very nice. It has apricot, vanilla, a bit earthiness to it as well, but not overly powerful, and you don't get hit with a whole lot of ethanol. When I open up the bottle right there, you hear the squeakiness of the cork. When I open it up, the aroma just woofed out of the bottle, just right into this little confined area. It was wonderful. I do like it when a whiskey has a nice nose. There is almost no adherence to the side of the glass. Now, what is the relevance of this? It is the fact that when it sticks to the side of the glass, you know there's a high sugar content in the fluid itself, which makes it kind of have a heavier mouthfeel. I wouldn't say syrupy, but it kind of goes along that line, if you will, depending on how much is in there. So when you swish it around and you stop it, you'll actually see a line around the glass, and then you get what looks like little tears coming down. Those they call legs, or it's tearing, or something else along that line. In this case, there isn't much of anything. If you look hard enough, you do see tearing relatively quick. The longer it takes to tear, the thicker the fluid. Thus, the thicker the fluid, the heavier the mouthfeel. So you do get that a hint of the ethanol, but it's predominantly fruits and spices. Which is not what you get in the palate. You get that whiskey taste, but the nice part is that unlike American whiskeys, Irish tends to be very soft around the edges. At least I have found it to be very soft around the edges in comparison to. So there's no real bite to this. It's strong. What is the proof on this sucker? It is 40% ABV, so 80 proof. So it is, respectable, but you don't get the bite immediately like in a cheap American bourbon. There's just a hint of a burn. Flavor profile, also very light. I wouldn't exactly say watered down, but it kind of hints in that direction. Then when that initial watered down part goes away, in the back of the palate, it actually starts to mount up. You start getting this nice flavor, little hints of bitter, but you do get stone fruit. Obviously, the whiskey flavor out of it. But the nose where you're getting those spices tends to fade away pretty quick and compared to the palate. So expect a total different level of expectation when you taste it versus when you smell it. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. It is, if you like the taste of whiskeys, this will do fine. It'll just be nice and soft. Just don't be fooled by the nose. Now, this, I believe, will make a great summer sipper, that sort of thing. And I find that to be the case when it comes to a lot of Irish and some Canadian whiskeys that are nice and soft and tend to be a little on the light body side. This one, obviously, is on the light body side. So I think it'd be great for the high temperatures of summer, or a nice summer evening, late spring, early fall. Now, in the heart of winter, you want, at least my opinion, you want something that will stick to your bones. So you want something with a bit more mass to it. This does not go in that direction very well. Also, the fact, there's not enough here, I believe, to make a decent cocktail. Now, the thing about a cocktail is you want the alcohol, or not the alcohol, you want the taste of the whiskey to help complement the other flavors of, the sodas or the fruits or whatever it is you're making your cocktail out of. It is actually, it is a part of the flavor profile. This little guy, I don't think it has enough flavor to go and get you in that direction, to actually contribute to the cocktail. But, on the other hand, if you don't want a strong, domineering type flavor, or you're new to, say, whiskeys and bourbons, this might be a good one to start off with. It is a rather funky bottle, a rather creepy label, so it does catch the eye on your shelf, and it is rather non-offensive all the way around the edges, to the point where it's very nice. I know some who have already tried this particular one, who have a particular flavor profile in their mind of what a good whiskey is, who've never tried this, have loved it. Give it a try. See what you think. It's called the Sexton Single Malt Irish Whiskey. It's kind of out of focus here, but it's in the strange bottle, you can see. Give it a try. Go on YouTube. Give your review. Let the rest of us in the YouTube community know your thoughts about Sexton. And let us know your opinions on this. I said, I think it's quite nice as a nice summer sipper or good entry level, breaking into the whiskey genre as a nice hobby. Try it and see what you think. Until next time, keep on drinking.